DSS breaks all existing protocols and court orders to detain and torture Nnamdi Kanu, lawyer blowhards. Our yesterday's routine visit to our client Onyendomazi Nnamdi Kanu was hugely insightful, following the successful twist in our introduced methodology. Though it may appear complex before some observers, but very extant in the circumstance of this case. Meaningful intervention were reviewed and legal steps we are exploring to continue to checkmate the aggressors within the ambit of legal inhibition were thoroughly x-rayed. Kudos were given to deserving members of our legal team who have remained outstanding in the discharge of their professional duties, as well as every one of us who have remained relentless and resolute. Our clients continue to admonish for peaceful coexistence of Umu Chineke, unflinching support, and unshaken loyalty. You may wish to note and be very much assured that our clients are always on the ball, as he has remained ever resolute and unperturbed despite being gravely disappointed by those he hitherto trusted. We cannot best describe what transpired yesterday between a visitor whom the detained authority ostensibly aided to violate the court order guideline for visiting our client as bizarre and unusual. The DSS is not oblivious of the terms of the court guidelines, which they have consistently maintained in the past that it must be obeyed to the letter, and through which positions they had denied many friends and attorneys of our clients access to him. However, caution was thrown to the wind yesterday, and instead of insisting on this full compliance with the existing guidelines, the DSS, for reasons best known to them, allowed a visitor access to our clients even before the time scheduled for the formal visit and without his lawyers being present during the visit. It is of serious concern that the visit was conducted without strict adherence to the court ordered guidelines, but more condescending that the visit later became a subject of political gimmicks. If we, our client, Anthony's, his flesh and blood brothers, and his wife, will visit him in due compliance with the court ordered guidelines, how can the DSS authorize a visit from any other person in gross violation of this guideline? There is more to it than meets the eyes, which the DSS is now under a compelling duty to explain to us, granted that his name appear among the lists submitted at the 11th hour alongside the names of the lawyers scheduled for the visit, but hurriedly proceeding to conduct the visit without us being present, in line with the requirements of the guideline, left us with many unanswered questions. We have initiated a formal process towards ensuring a thorough investigation of what transpired yesterday, and we shall not hesitate to formally address the world on this subject if there is any attempt to sweep our petition under the carpet. The order of the court and terms has laid down guidelines to regulate visits to our client is to ensure his maximum protections from persons who may wish to secretly seize the opportunity to hurt or intimidate him into accepting a false narrative outside the dungeon where he is being illegally detained, and they could achieve this through threat and or coercion. Hence, the need for the presence of his lawyer before granting any audience. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that the DSS are breaking the court order, Let me tell you, the person controlling the DSS is Buhari. Buhari is the one controlling the DSS, and is also trying to control the courts. But it's just that Justice Binta Nyako is proving a headstrong. You understand? Yes. If Buhari have succeeded in controlling the court, Nnamdi Kanu wouldn't have won the first trial. He wouldn't have pleaded not guilty. But because he doesn't have access to control the court, that is why Nnamdi Kanu was able to win. And he won't even be able. He won't even be able. He can control the DSS, but he can't control the courts. You understand? You see, let me tell you something, my dear viewers. Buhari wants to carry out what is called try and error, because he personally already know that he is already at fault because of the error committed by the Minister of Justice. You understand? He already knows, so that is why he is doing all within his power to see that he defeats. He have access to access in controlling the courts. You see that? So what are we saying? So, my dear listeners, we just need to be resolute. We don't need to be resolute. We don't need to be focused and unshaken. Because if we are not, this man called President Buhari will hijack the trial. So everybody already know that that DSS is overtaking and overthrowing the processes in Nnamdi Kanu's trial. You understand? But I believe that no matter what they do, no matter how they try to do it, I know the fact is what is going to come out at the end of the day. You understand? So, my dear listeners in the house, based on this very fact, I'm very happy that the whole thing is now setting out. Everybody is now seeing the whole thing. Everybody is now hearing the whole thing and knowing it that yes, that this Nnamdi Kanu's trial is accompanied with a lot of lies coming from the federal government and Buhari itself. You understand? But another joy we should be having here is that despite all of that, they are not succeeding. They are not succeeding, and they can never succeed. You understand? It's not possible. All right. Let me hear you speak anyway from the outside there to know what you have to say on this very issue. Don't forget to leave your comments below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos.